Hello everybody, I am back with yet another video and I'm so sorry I wasn't feeling well. I've had an extensive root canal done and just wasn't feeling up to I could talk or present anything. So today I want to talk a little about how beliefs really take over our lives and we don't even know it, we don't even realize it till it happens. And then if we come out of it, if we decide to come out of it, that is when we will have that aha moment, or that when you look back, when you come out of it and when you look back is when you are like, oh, that's how I cured that, or that's how I got rid of that, or whatever it is, right? So if you have not seen my previous video, I'll link it to it. It's not about me curing my frozen shoulder. It was more about how the beliefs led to me knowing the truth, how I was able to apply that, implement that. Now, interesting part about this is, how did I get that in the first place, right? How do you get these bodily stuff in the first place? So the recent incident would have been my toothache. How do you get these things? What comes up in the body? What happens to your body that these things manifest? You don't invite them, but these things manifest by itself. So how does it happen? We have to know who we are, right? We have to awaken to that. First of all, we have to know who we are. All of us are awake, some aware, some not aware, but we are all awake. So once we know that, how are we bringing these things manifesting these things into our body? From anything, from a small thing from a blister to a big thing, cancer, or anything that we can think about. How are we manifesting that in our body? We don't consciously manifest anything in our body because we don't want it. But pent-up energy, built up resentment, built up jealousy, built up lot of things. Even on a daily basis, you come across with people that you work with, or people that are in your lives, our loved ones. If there is even a glimpse of, I don't like what that person said, and you go into the mode of hating, starting to hate, and having that, we all want to stay in that victim mode of, oh, I don't like the way he makes me feel, she makes me feel. But what we don't see is that, what have I done to contribute that? And sometimes the answer is not very easy. Sometimes the answer is not going to come to you right away, because you may have done nothing. That person must have had a bad day altogether somewhere, and you just happen to be over there, and then you just happen to get that, right? Whenever I don't feel well, or when something goes down, I embrace it, because the reason for that is, I then go and search my mind. Okay, what has been going on? Where is it that this is leading me to this, right? So to know that, it was what I realized. For me, what I realized was I was keeping very small things about some people. Something that happened in my business, something that happened with my family. So I was keeping those little things. I wasn't following of letting go of that. I was not following of surrendering and letting go of that. And so what happens was, little by little, that energy builds in you. And where will that energy go if you're not releasing it? The only way it can manifest is in your body. You're carrying the stress, the anxiety, the jealousy, the envy, the whatever it is, all that manifests in our body. And that's where it comes. Now, is that a bad thing? Maybe not, maybe yes, I don't know. You would know that. In my case, it was not a good thing to have my root canal, something that I had done 30 years ago, for it to resurface again, right? It's not like nobody's looking forward to that. Once it's done, it's done. Nobody wants to look forward to that. The point that I'm trying to make is that we go through, something happens in our body. Okay, why did this happen to me? That is our question. Why did this thing happen to me? And then we search for so many ways to blame, but we don't never see our part in it. And again, this is not to see our part in it and blame ourselves. That's not the thing. To see our part in it and then be gentle with ourselves, compassionate with ourselves, because we are always compassionate with other people. We're not compassionate with us. So first, foremost, self-love, self-care. Have compassion for yourself. Pay attention to your mind. Even if you are not in that place of forgiveness or anything, release it, surrender it to your higher power, to divine, to God, whatever you want to name it, and surrender it and then let it go. So let me stop here and I will be back in the next video. I just want you to leave with this. Know who you are. You're all bright souls. Live your authentic life. Shine your light right now, right here. This is the moment. See you in the next video.